Hey, what's up guys? So I got a very important video to share with you guys today, and it is regarding cheaters that like to use the Infernities deck and how they actually can cheat with this. Now this really only applies to playing in real life on Dueling Network and DevPro. You can't actually cheat this way. But let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So if you don't know the Infernities archetype, first off, it is an archetype that likes to have no cards in their hand, and they usually get some type of effect when you have no cards in your hand. So I know that first off, these are not Infernities cards that people would actually play in an Infernities deck, but I'll still get the point across. So let's say, for example, the Infernities player happens to have a general in the graveyard. So this card, when it's in the graveyard, as long as you have no cards in your hand, you get to target 2 level 3 or lower Infernities monsters from your graveyard and you special summon them. And let's say that this is in the graveyard and they happen to have the, targets for Infernities General to special summon. Let's say that their hand looks like something like this. They have a monster that they cannot summon. For whatever reason, they already normal summoned, or they simply can't summon it because it's too high of a level. Normally, Infernities players, they will always set as much back row as possible because they want to top deck the Archfiend or top deck whatever card that they can use to actually, make a huge play. But sometimes, if they happen to have a card in their hand that they can't use, more than likely it's probably going to be a monster card. And what some players will do by cheating is they will set a monster in the spell and trap zone, which you are not allowed to do unless the card specifies that you are allowed to do that. One card that I know off the top of my head, Silver Sentinel, you are allowed to set that card face down in your spell and trap zone. Normally, Moai over here, you're not allowed to actually do that. So let's say that, for example, the Infernities player was going to cheat. So he would set this card face down and he would go for general, banish it, go off for their play, go for the Synchro, XYZ, whatever deck that they are playing or variant of Infernities, and they would go off and proceed to win. Now, before you actually say, okay, good game, I lose, if it's at a tournament, make sure that you say, before this game ends, or just before I leave, let me see your face downs, because I want to verify that there are no monsters in your spell and trap zone. Now, obviously, if you're saying that, before I give you the win, at that point you're saying, I will accept defeat as long as you reveal your back row. That's okay to do. You can't stop the Infernities player in mid-play. So let's say they set all this back row. Let's say that they, even if they were cheating and they set this card, you can't say in mid-combo, hold on, I want to see your face downs. You can't do that unless you're saying at that point that you want to give them the game victory as long as you can see the face downs. Because at that point, you're telling your opponent, as long as, you're not cheating, I will, essentially give you the victory. So that's just a way you can prevent yourself from getting cheated. Well, technically they're still kind of cheating, but you still will be getting the victory if you happen to match up against a player that was trying to cheat. So like I said, if you're going to ask to see your opponent's back row, at that point you basically have to say that, I will give you the win as long as you can verify your back row is legitimate and it's not a monster. Because like I said, players do cheat with Infernities. Because there are times where I've heard at multiple tournaments where an Infernities player has been setting stuff and then they've been, getting caught. Because I understand sometimes in Yu-Gi-Oh! You've played too much Yu-Gi-Oh! And you accidentally set a monster. I've seen that happen multiple times. But in Infernities deck, it's usually, more than likely that they are trying to cheat you, where someone would probably not want to set a tour guide. Like, I've seen players that they've been playing way too much Yu-Gi-Oh! And they accidentally set the tour guide here, and then they're like, wait, I meant to set this trap card, sorry, this isn't actually a trap card. Yeah, at that point, you'd probably have to give them the game win because you made a mistake, and that was kind of your fault. But, yeah, like I said, if you're playing against Infernities, make sure, if you are going to give them the victory, that none of their back row is going to be a monster card that they normally wouldn't be allowed to set. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helps you get some wins, whether you're at a tournament or if you just match up against Infernities, and that way you won't feel like you got cheated out of a game. Because, yeah, like I said, just ask them if they are a decent person. I don't think they would say, no, you can't see my back row, even though, you're saying that as long as it's legit, you would give me the win. But like I said, hope this helps you guys out. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes out.